So welcome everyone to our midweek exhale on what is a beautiful July evening for me. So good afternoon or good morning, depending where you are in the world or whether you're listening to this on recording, on catch up. So my name is Sharyn with a Y, and I am one half of the Exhale Awakening. And to my left, I'm not sure where she is for you, there's Marie, the other half of the Exhale Awakening. And each week on Wednesdays at 7:30, we go live with the Midweek Exhale, a pause, a beautiful pause in the middle of the week. So perhaps we've been busy, rushing, getting the work that we need to do in the week done, and maybe we haven't had the time to take a pause. So that's what this session is for. This session is a pause before we go on to the end of our week. So our sessions follow the same format every week. We have a little bit of bird song, where we'll introduce the breath that we are going to invite you to enjoy with us. And then we'll use that breath, practice that breath, play with that breath for 6 full minutes before we pause and have 2 minutes of silence. And that 2 minutes of silence is for whatever you want it to be, just a rest between breaths, some time for reflection, whatever it is that you want to do. You might even find that silence difficult. How often do we spend 2 whole minutes in silence? So just observe and just observe and watch what it is that happens for you in those silences. And then we'll repeat it all over again with a different breath. There are no contraindications necessarily to the breath that we're going to do, to any of the breaths we're going to do today. And remember that they're all invitations. So we will invite you to follow our lead and to follow our breath. But more than that, we invite you to be comfortable, and we invite you to listen to your body and follow your own body's wisdom. And I think that's all I need to say. So do make yourselves comfortable, and let's begin. So we're going to start with a breath of awareness. And so often we are so busy and so engrossed and so focused maybe on the task at hand that everything else, our body, our natural way of being, kind of is pushed into the background. So for the next few minutes, I just invite you to awareness of your own self. And I'm going to invite you to start with eyes open and just take a look around the room that you're in. Take a look around your environment. Look at the light, the textures. Just be aware of the space that you're occupying. And it's one of my favourite things that whilst many may have been in the space that you are in right now over the many years, nobody can be where you are in this space and time except you. So just be aware of yourself in time and space. Be aware of where you are. Notice the music in the background. notice how you feel. Have you asked yourself today, how do I feel right now? And if you haven't yet, I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze and see if that helps you with that question, how do you feel? Does it help you to turn your attention inward? When you close off all the inputs through your eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. And with no requirement to change it, the invitation is to notice. Notice whether your breath is entering through your nose or through your mouth. And then as the breath leaves your body, noticing again, nose or mouth. And if it's physically possible for you, now moving to focusing on breath in and out through the nose. At whatever speed and whatever rhythm works for you. Really focus on the breath as it moves through your nasal cavity. Feel it entering through your nostrils. Gently brushing the sila or little tiny hairs in your nose. Just feel the breath moving in through your nose, out through your nose. Notice where the breath is moving your body. So you might sense the rise and fall of your chest, movement in your shoulders, movement in your tummy, and maybe even in your back. Just watch the breath move through your body. Notice your connection to the surface that you're on. Notice how that connection changes between your inhale and your exhale. maybe slow your breath down just a little. And notice if anything changes when you do. And you could even speed it up a little and see what changes. In a few moments, the music's going to come to a gentle end and we'll enter into the silence. And maintain your awareness on your breath, on your body, and enjoy the space.
And as the silence comes to an end with the bird song, just reflecting for a moment what that silence was like. And for our second breath style this evening, we're going to do one that involves 2 shorter inhales and then a longer exhale. Now, sometimes when people guide this, they guide it as 2 short, sharp inhales and then a slightly longer exhale, but I'm going to invite you to slow it down. So taking an inhale through your nose and then another. And then a long, slow exhale. So it's inhale, inhale, and then exhale. And your long, slow exhale can be through your nose, but it can also be through your mouth. Whatever feels most comfortable. Now, also in this, sometimes if your exhales are quick, you will get a light head. And I would suggest if you get a light head, just let the breath style go And then when your head settles, come back to it. But we're really going to slow it down. And as you inhale, we spend a lot of our time doing and nearly being told that doing isn't good. We should be being instead, but we have to do. So as you inhale, I want you to acknowledge all the doing that you did today. And then as you exhale, I want you just to take that as a permission for your body to now move into being for a while. Maybe the doing's finished for the evening, or maybe it's just finished for a short time. But acknowledging the doing as you inhale, and then giving yourself permission to move to the being as you exhale. Gently inhaling through your nose. Then releasing slowly through your mouth. And I'm going to let you find your own rhythm. As fast or as slow as feels right for you. Shorter inhales followed by a long, slow exhale. Keeping your focus on your breath. Inhales, acknowledging the doing. And exhale, giving permission to be. Maybe as you settle into it, maybe slowing it down a little bit. And making that exhale even a little bit longer. Maybe experimenting a little bit with speeding it up a bit. See what that feels like. But not sharp inhales, still gentle inhales. acknowledging the doing, the inhale, and giving permission just to be the exhale. And if you've let the pattern go, maybe for the last minute, taking it up again. Inhale, inhale, and then a longer exhale. And as the music fades, just letting the pattern go, keeping your attention on your breath as we go back into the silence.
And as the silence is broken by the bird song once again, just taking a moment to reflect. I wonder, did the silence feel different this second time than it did the first time? I wonder if you noticed anything at all. In our next breath, we're going to work with the infinity symbol. So the symbol that looks very much like the number 8. So a circle that circles upwards, a circle that circles downwards and crosses in the middle. And as we breathe, we're going to imagine that. And maybe for you, the middle might be your heart. Maybe for you, the middle might be your diaphragm or your solar plexus, but just imagining it, how it works best for you. We're going to circle from the middle, from the heart or the solar plexus, up towards the cosmos on the inhale, and then circling down towards the earth on the exhale, and then repeating up towards the cosmos on our inhale and down towards the earth on our exhale. And you can choose the rhythm that suits you. And don't worry if you end up breathing out to the cosmos and in from the earth. That's perfectly okay. You just let that beautiful infinity symbol join all of your bodies, all of your beings, body, mind, heart, soul, with the energies of the cosmos and the energies of the earth. And this track is called Melody of the Soul, and that's what we're doing. Letting our breath orchestrate the symphony of all of our bodies. If it helps you to just move your hand as you're breathing in and make the infinity symbol, then just allow that to happen. You might want to gently move your head. I'm finding myself moving my body just a little bit. You might do it all in your imagination, just imagining that lovely infinity symbol, the breath that never stops. How does it feel? Do you want to slow it down a little? Or as the momentum's building, are you wanting to speed it up some? We're into our last 90 seconds of this breath. If you need to make any adjustments, and just bring your focus and attention back. We've got about 1 more minute now. And as the music begins to fade, as we move towards our silence, just allowing the breath pattern to fall away and enjoy the silence.
And as the silence comes to an end and the bird song starts again, just reflecting on that time of silence and what that silence brought for you. And for our final breath style this evening, we're going to do coherence breathing. And coherence breathing is where we bring our inhale and our exhale into balance. And you can do this in a number of ways. You can count. So you can count maybe 3 for your inhale, 3 for your exhale, 4 for your inhale, whatever count suits you today. Or you can do it, maybe you'll find a beat in the music that'll help you. Or sometimes you can just sense it and just allow your inhale to become the same length as your exhale. And maybe as we breathe our coherence breathing, maybe experiment with the 3. Count. Then maybe try and use the music, and then maybe just feel it. Because the end of the day, even if it's not exact, it's still perfect. And as you start, just do, if you are counting, just do whatever count feels right for you. And that might only be 2 at the minute, and it might be 6, and it could be anything in between. So maybe find your count, because whatever count you start with, you can always change it as you go. So beginning to breathe gently in and out through the nose, if that's possible. And just bringing your inhale and your exhale into balance. Keeping your breaths gentle and soft. Maybe as your breaths come into balance, maybe you can feel that balance in your body. Keeping your attention gently on your inhale and exhale now. Maybe you can feel that gentle, balanced breath just flowing into the rest of your body. as the music begins to fade out, just letting go of any control that you have in your breath and getting ready for the silence. And as the silence comes to an end, reflecting on that time of silence and maybe reflecting on the whole session just for a moment. And maybe just observing if there are any changes since we began 45 minutes ago. And becoming aware again of the surface that's supporting you, whether it's the chair or the bed or the floor. And just feeling that support. And becoming aware of anything you can feel physically, maybe the clothes on your body, maybe the air on your face. Maybe inviting some gentle movement in. Hands, feet, maybe your head, yawning or stretching, whatever feels, whatever your body needs right now. Still listening very much to your own body. And beginning maybe to think about rejoining us in the Zoom room. Maybe coming onto your side if you're lying so that you get up gently. And in your own time, whenever that is, rejoining us here. And just before we put off the recording, we have put some links in the chat, but under this video, you'll also find the links if you're watching us on record. Links to our longer workshops, all the ones we have coming up, links to contact us, and links as well if you enjoyed it and you wanted to leave a review, there'll be a link for leaving a review there too. We have some longer workshops coming up, so we always have some longer workshops coming up. So please feel free to check them out, and we would love to see you at a longer workshop if that suits you, but certainly back at another Midweek Exhale. So thank you for joining us.